Hello and welcome back to my channel. This feels so strange to say because as you can tell by my channel and by my post recently, I haven't been filming in quite a while. I had a break, a proper one, where I didn't even think about filming for YouTube, and it was absolutely fantastic. I managed to focus on myself, my mental health, spend time with family, spend time with friends, with the people I love, be surrounded by the love, and I am ready to come back. I am so excited to come back. I miss you guys so much. Can you believe I've been making videos for over 4 years? This year, in fact, will be my and yours 5th anniversary. That just like blows my mind, but it's still quite a while away, and I am coming back with a video that I love to film, and it is a foundation wear test. Today I will be putting to the test the Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer because I've been enjoying more of like a natural look and no makeup looks recently, and I think hopefully this tinted moisturizer will help me achieve that. So without further ado, if you would like to find out whether the Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer looks nice and wears nice on an oily acne prone skin, then all you have to do is keep on watching. I wish I could tell you where I got this from, but I got it so long ago that I don't remember where I got it from. So I'm just going to go on the Cult Beauty website, and this Nars Cosmetics Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer SPF 30 PA+++, whatever that means, costs £33, which honestly for a tinted moisturizer seems like an insane price. However, Nars has got some wonderful foundations. I have been a fan of the All Day Luminous for so long. In the UK though, and I might be wrong with when I say this, they have a different name. It's called Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation rather than All Day Luminous. They might be two different foundations, but both are equally as nice and long wearing and a pretty decent coverage. And I often mix mine with this baby, the Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I did a separate wear test for both of these foundations. This is a little bit too matte for my liking. This really reminds me of the Estee Lauder double wear. So Nars never has let me down before when it comes to foundations. That's why I'm really excited for this tinted moisturizer. Let's stop babbling. Let's actually get into the description of this. What am I looking for with this? What will I get? Ask any beauty buff to name their most coveted complexion products, and chances are Nars will be high up on the list, especially when it comes to Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer SPF 30. Now, with new shades to choose from, they actually don't have that many. The advanced oil-free formula provides a translucent veil of colour and gives a radiant, luminous finish in a spectrum of 16 versatile shades. 16 is better than nothing, but in my opinion it could definitely be better. Offering advanced sun protection, it shields your skin from the sun harmful rays while also reducing the appearance of hyperpigmentation and dark spots in as little as 4 weeks. Some skincare in there as well. Infused with lush naturally derived botanicals, it helps skin to feel hydrated and encourages a bright, natural looking glow. Copra from French Polynesia, oh my god, Polynesia and mineral rich seawater revive and why are they putting tongue twisters in here? Copra from French Polynesia and let me get a drink, maybe that will help. Copra from French Polynesia and mineral-rich seawater revive and anyway, it's dermatologically tested. I cannot speak today. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Non-comedogenic and synthetic fragrance-free. Perfect. Oh my god, that was a journey and a half. Okay, it seems wonderful. We know what we're looking for. Let's zoom it in and let's actually try this out. I like that it's a squeezy tube. I don't mind that at all. Will there be a safety cap? No, there isn't. Or I took it off a while ago, because that definitely could have happened. I am going to give it a shake. I have my brush ready, my sponge ready, but the first thing that I want to try with this is my phalanges, my fingers, because if it's a tinted moisturizer and I did not moisturize today, I only put my Function of Beauty serum on after washing my face. I wonder, you know, is it as easy as putting a moisturizer on? So I've got like a blob, like a pump worth on this side of my face, and I'm going to take my fingers, which I don't like doing. So this is definitely not my preferred way, but I know a lot of people would like this to work this way as well. And it felt really nice, not going to lie. It does feel nice on the skin. I can barely see it, barely seeing it on my skin. I'm going to keep going because I don't see much on this side, so I'm going to get a sponge. Let's apply it with the sponge, and I am doing a swiping motion to get like a nice small amount of this on. And just as I thought, didn't want to judge it too quickly. I mean, go ahead and use the hand if you would like to have like a beyond natural coverage. Like this has just maybe ever so slightly made my spots less red, but if you want a natural finish, definitely go with a sponge. This is one side of my face with the tinted moisturizer applied with a sponge in comparison to my bare face. On this side, I can actually see the difference. This side, it's very, 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 very minimal. This is definitely not for those of you that have started watching me and thought, yes, someone who loves full coverage, and trust me, I do. This is every day. I mean, it is a tinted moisturizer, and it's exactly that. This has a nice skincare in there, or at least it claims to have some beautiful skincare, and I believe it. My skin looks beautiful. What worries me though is that it's going to not be very long lasting, but we shall see. Okay, let's test out other formulas on top of this. I haven't even done this in so long. I'm taking the Fenty Beauty cream bronzer and I'm bronzing my face. Because this is a very natural look, I'm not going to use a lot, or I'm going to stop myself from using a lot. Bronzer blends in beautifully. There's no separation or anything like that. The two blend really nicely, no patchiness. So far, really liking how this is coming together. For my concealer today, I've recently been enjoying this Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch, but the shade that I do have is a little bit dark, so I use it very sparingly. And I actually use a brush. This is the Made by Mitchell MF1. No problem. Again, they blended really, really nicely. That is the two formulas. Before I powder, I'm going to use a little bit of a cream blush and see how that one's going to perform. This is the Made by Mitchell blushes. And just as expected, because I do have an issue with these blushes sometimes, I love them, I do, but I can't work them when they're on the skin. Like applicator on the skin, it just moves my base. my face right now, I look very fresh, very summery, and I really like that. I'm going to try and spot conceal. My skin looks very natural, very radiant, very healthy, and it's nicely covered, but I haven't like gave myself a mask basically. It's absolutely fine to be into that makeup, and don't get me wrong, I love a mask, but I'm kind of over it right now. For my powder today, I'm going to dust a little bit of powder of the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass powder under my eyes to set my concealer, and then I might use the residue sort of in the center of my face. I actually really like what this looks like on my skin, but I do have oily skin, so my skin will look like this very likely in a couple of hours anyway. Now this is powdered, you can tell that this has somewhat decent coverage for a tinted moisturizer. This is not nothing, this is like a very light coverage foundation. I really like how it looks on my skin. It's very natural, very light. I feel like my skin has like this blurred effect. I don't expect this to last like 8, 10, 12 hours because it is a tinted moisturizer, because it is such a very light coverage, you know, there's not a lot there that can fade away with time. I have extremely oily skin, and the one thing that I hope that this foundation will do, or the tinted moisturizer I should say, is that it's not going to break when my face introduces the oil to it, because I would hate for that to happen. If this tinted moisturizer looks half decent at hour number like 6, I'm going to call it a success. If it lasts 6 hours or more, it's a hit. Okay, I do have extremely oily skin, and some foundations can't survive that long, so yeah. Okay, I've been talking for so long, I've just, I've missed you guys so much. It is 10:31, 10:32, so 10:30. Let's wear this tinted moisturizer and let's see what it can do. I'm gonna go off camera, finish off my makeup, and I shall be with you at my first check-in. Alright you guys, it's been 2 hours and I've managed to film another video, a tutorial for this very springy look. I love it. However, I want to take a couple of pictures, but my face needs fixing. Okay, it doesn't look bad. If it wasn't for filming and picture taking, I wouldn't mind this amount of dewiness, but because I am taking pictures, the shine emphasizes my texture. So what I'm gonna do is blot and maybe even powder ever so slightly. I know I very rarely do this because I want to show you the sort of raw look of the foundation or a tinted moisturizer or whatever thing that I'm testing out. I want it to kind of just present itself and show you how it wears throughout the day, but this is kind of an exception, and I know you'll forgive me, and I know so many of you blot and powder throughout the day, so yeah. So this is what my face looks like after blotting and a little bit of powder. I definitely see my skin peeking through here at the front, like on my cheeks especially, but I do think it's mostly because of the blusher that I've used, and when I was doing my makeup I did sweep some of the fallout off as well. So that's that on that. It looks really nice. Like the rest of my face I'm actually really happy with, so it's going great so far. 2 hours in and it doesn't look bad. Like I said, I wouldn't have even minded the dewiness, so yeah, let's keep going. All right, hour number 4, and this is what my face looks like. As you can see, I am shiny again and I'm going to blot, but I do have to say I actually quite like what my skin looks like. It just looks fresh, natural, and that's kind of the point of a tinted moisturizer. Let me blot and then we shall inspect a little bit closer, further, and whatnot. I don't know what to think of it, because there's obviously not much of it left on my skin, but for the purpose of it being a tinted moisturizer, I definitely feel moisturized. I think I'm just gonna leave it till later, and kind of gather my thoughts at the very end. So far, I like it. That's all I can say about it for now. Okay, hour number 8, and I'm trying to get a spot where I'm not going to get absolutely blinded by the sun. Ooh, I'm blinded by the sun. Anyway, hour number 8, and this is what my face looks like. I look dewy, very, very dewy again. There's not much of whatever I had on my face left, but considering hour number 8, my skin doesn't look bad, and I definitely feel like it's still there in some places. Like my forehead, more or less, is untouched. I'm hoping you can see that around my brow the tinted moisturizer is missing, but like it's still there in some places. I reckon if you are considering it, if you want a tinted moisturizer, something that's very light coverage, then I reckon you'd be happy with this. But the only reason why I'm not going to recommend it is because of its price. I do feel moisturized, you know, I am shiny, so my skin is definitely moisturized, and that's that on that. Thank you so much for watching. I am so happy to be back, and I guess so happy to have a video that's somewhat a success on my first day back. Thank you so much for every single one of you that came back to watch me. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But for now, thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.